This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, let's get out to Southern California with the call from Los Angeles. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
To return it now, here's King. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
Another great year for Phillip Rivers. 28 touchdown passes, and he went over 50,000 pass yards for his career while having his team in playoff contention late in the season. A lot of people thought the Chargers might look for a quarterback with their 17th overall pick. They didn't. In fact, they didn't draft one at all, which is a testament to Phillip Rivers' continued great play and durability.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
180, 390, 800.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He spins free. He finds some open field here. That good for 22 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Rivers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. With With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
Your NFL Comeback Player of the Year in 2017 was Keenan Allen, who set a Chargers record for most receptions in a season with 102. And he passed Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson in doing so. Played only 9 games in the previous 2 years. He plays with a ferocity that few see on the field, attacks routes downfield, and makes big plays.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. Tennessee's offense trots out for the first time, coming off a 27-20 loss to Miami in Week 1. And the Titans QB situation a little bit up in the air. Marcus Mariota forced from the Week 1 loss with an elbow injury. So Blaine Gabbert next man up.
Yeah, it was only 11 of 22 with an interception. And now, even though it's early, next week's game against Houston, a divisional game, takes on added importance. Remember, they lost Delaney Walker as well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Mariota. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, it's Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. To go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. That's pulled in at the 32. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Ready, set, 180, hot.
Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Rivers now, and that's incomplete. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. I want to get back to something that you touched on earlier when Tennessee first came on the field for their opening series, that Delanie Walker is gone, fractured ankle, missing the rest of the season. That is a tough blow for the Titans.
It really is, because he is the primary target for quarterback Marcus Mariota, and teams have to adjust their coverage towards Delanie Walker. He's been the Titans' leading receiver the last 4 seasons. He's a Pro Bowl MVP back in January. So that means Jonnu Smith from Florida International University in his 2nd season takes over as the primary tight end. And I think wide receiver Corey Davis has to step up and make a lot more catches.
First down, Mariota. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Mariota now to throw on first down. Room here to run. Flush to his right. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing is Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense, just a lone field goal in that first half, and as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. second half begins with a run by Henry. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Lewis, a first carry for the expatriate, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's brought down. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Mariota. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To the air again, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. To return it now, here's King. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mariota to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Mariota hands to Henry. Oh, and you can forget overtime. This is going to be a safety in the final minute of the game. Oh, my. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And this will be taken at the 13. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.